And we welcome you to a Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Dan Kuntz. For the next hour, we will bring you local television, or as we like to say in the business, TV. A little shop talk for you. 23rd day of June. Lots going on today. Busy news day yesterday. We have a lot of news to touch on. Get your brain full of the information you need to get your day going. We have a few clouds out there. It is 59 degrees. Going to see some clouds this morning, some sun this afternoon. A little breezy today, a little breezy tonight, a little breezy on Thursday. We warm up Friday, warmer still Saturday, warmer still Sunday. Just plain hot Monday and Tuesday, maybe even into Wednesday before we cool back down again by this time next week. Forecast details are coming up. It's too bad the Mariners can't play Oakland every day. In front of a partial sellout down there in Oakland, the Mariner bats rattled the pitchers from the A's. We will have highlights, but the Apple Sox got blown out in Canada last night. We'll talk about that in the back half of the program. Yesterday, you got to meet a couple of board members of Columbia Valley Community Health. They were the folks who gathered and made the decision on who their new CEO is going to be to replace the retired Dr. David Olson. They chose Manuel Navarro, who is the interim CEO, and we got a chance to talk to Manuel himself as well, and we will have that in the back half of the program. And it's Thursday. Pause for Pets. Chester the dog needs a home. Pretty mellow dog. Might be good for those folks who are kind of chilling with their animals. We'll get you to know Chester here in the back half of the program. Let's start our tour at 2 minutes after the hour and see what we have out there. And that's what we have out there. Look at the mighty Columbia. I checked this morning. The Columbia River is 56 degrees. It's very high and very cold. Lake Chelan is 60 degrees. That's not very warm. All of the area rivers and streams are running very high and very fast, about twice as fast as they normally are. I'm talking about the Wenatchee River, the Aniat River. They're all cooking right now because of the heat now that's come. All the snow that's in the very top of the peaks around our area and up in British Columbia, can't forget about that, is melting. So we continue to see the Columbia River running much colder and much higher than it normally does. We're almost into July. It's usually not like this. Camera number 2. Speaking of that, let's take a look at Rocky Reach Dam. You can see the water spilling through the gates. It's pretty much right at the top of the dam, about as high up as they can get it. So they're releasing the water downstream. It looks a little breezy up there from the Omi Gardens camera. And we do have a little bit of a wind. It's out of the northwest at 10 miles an hour. That camera is on a little abutment near the Omi Gardens area, looking up towards Aniat. And we look at Lake Aniat itself, of course. Camera number 3 is the Nanapoc Ridge camera. Yep, and there is the snow. That's the way I was talking about. It's still up there, and it's still melting. In fact, there's still snow at the summit of Mission Ridge, which is not unheard of, but it's pretty rare that there's still snow up there this time of the year. Good morning to our friends up in the Lake Wenatchee area. And camera number 4, we take a view of Lake Chelan from, I want to say, maybe the Union Valley camera. Hey, we haven't used that one in a while. That's high above the north shore of Lake Chelan, looking back towards the south shore of Lake Chelan. The lake is full, but as I mentioned before, it's chilly. It's 60 degrees in Lake Chelan. It doesn't take a lot when you jump into the water to go, whoa, that's cold, and then you start getting a little on the dangerous side. In fact, with the upcoming heat wave, it's probably a good reminder, hey, it's really hot, I'm going to jump into the water. Well, yeah. First thing is you want to stay hydrated, and we want to show you this slide from the National Weather Service. It's the basic, stay safe in the heat. You probably should be familiar with this, but we haven't had any significant heat at all so far this year, but it's certainly coming, especially Saturday, Sunday, and right on into Monday and Tuesday. So it's a preview of our top news story. In any event, use common sense. That's basically the best thing. Drink lots of water. Get into the shade if you're out there in the afternoon hours. It was at this time last year that the real heat wave began. We got to 97 degrees and then eventually well into triple digits. We're not going to see anything like that. But if you remember that brutal heat wave that we had in last June, in late June, this is the 1-year anniversary of the beginning of that unbearably hot weather, like a blowtorch. From the National Weather Service, here we go. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies this morning, giving way to sunshine this afternoon. We'll get up into right around 80, maybe a little below that. We hit, for the record, we hit 83 on Wednesday. So we'll be a little cooler than that, 77, 78, right around there. And again, a little breezy at times, 53 for the overnight low. The clouds will be thinning out and exiting the area as the day progresses. We're under the influence of a flat ridge of high pressure. That's allowing this short wave to come through, but it's not going to last very long. And the high pressure is going to start building up in intensity, and we're looking at sunny and dry. So pretty much normal on Friday. I have 79. Again, our normal high this time of the year is about 80. Light wind. The wind will be dying down on Friday, but it'll be quite breezy this afternoon and tonight. Saturday, we cook up to the mid-80s, and then into the 90s we go for the first time on Sunday. Monday, into the 90s. Slightly cooler Tuesday and Wednesday. The forecast is trending for cooler temperatures as we say goodbye to June and welcome July at the end of next week. 6 minutes after the hour, after a 1 minute break, we will have your Thursday morning headlines. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
This is the NCW Live concert calendar. Fridays, it's live music at Alta Cellars in downtown Manson from 4 to 7 p.m. Sunday, it's Succession Winery located between Chelan and Manson with live music from 2 to 5. Chelan Cellars and Sorrento's Restaurante present music on Mondays at 4 p.m. weekly. Check the individual websites for more information. That's the NCW Live concert calendar.
You are driven to succeed. This drive is part of who you are, part of your cultura, your valores. With achievement comes a sense of orgullo. It builds your community. You stand on the shoulders of those who have walked before you, the ones who pushed you to succeed. You have the choice to overcome the challenges that arise in your life. You decide your future. Sí se puede.
High clouds and 61 degrees in downtown Wenatchee, upper 70s, close to 80 today, with some sunshine this afternoon. It's going to be windy this afternoon and tonight, but that trough will exit overnight tonight. A nice, pleasant warming trend right around 80 on Friday and well into the 80s by Saturday, into the 90s on Sunday, Monday, and probably Tuesday. Summer is definitely here. It's 8 minutes after the hour. Police say 3 men conspired to sell fentanyl in the Wenatchee Valley. 2 of them have now been indicted on federal charges. In early June, the Columbia River Drug Task Force arrested 44-year-old Nabil Akdari of Phoenix while he was allegedly carrying about 1,500 fentanyl pills, a large supply of methamphetamine, and a 9mm pistol. Another suspect, 35-year-old Brandon Lux of Yakima, he was arrested June 7th for allegedly possessing 1.5 pounds of meth, 1,000 fentanyl pills, and a handgun. And 27-year-old Tyson J. Horner of Wenatchee, he was an alleged partner in that scheme. Horner was indicted last month on a federal charge of possessing 400 grams of fentanyl with intent to distribute. Akdari has also been charged federally, police say, but that case is under seal in the Eastern District of this state. Task force detectives say at least 3 other suspects are being sought for their part in the alleged drug operation. A 22-year-old East Wenatchee man has been arrested on suspicion of that May 29th arson fire at the Target store here in town. Anthony Torres was arrested Wednesday, the same day the Target store was finally reopened after suffering excessive smoke damage. The Wenatchee Police Department said he faces charges of first-degree arson and third-degree theft. Police say a community member recognized a potential witness to the arson from a video image that was posted Tuesday by the police on social media. That witness then identified Torres. On Wednesday, police received a report of a man acting suspiciously in the 300 block of Roosevelt Street. The man reportedly gave a false name to the responding officer and then left on a bicycle. Torres was found on South Wenatchee Avenue a short time later, arrested without incident, and booked into the Chelan County Regional Justice Center. The fire was set in the seasonal section of the Wenatchee Target store shortly after 7 o'clock on Sunday, May 29th. The Grand County Sheriff's Office has been unable to determine who exactly was driving a vehicle last week that crashed just north of Quincy. It killed 3 people, 2 others seriously injured. 4 people in the Toyota Avalon were ejected when the driver failed to negotiate a curve on Road Q Northwest. Again, this happened at about 10 a.m. last Thursday. Reyno Soto Morales, unknown age, 27-year-old Ernesto Cumplido Martinez, and 29-year-old Isdro Rodriguez Salvador all died at the scene. 40-year-old Gary Barnett of Coeur d'Alene was ejected. He is now in critical condition at Sacred Heart Medical Center in Spokane. Sheriff's Office said 27-year-old Israel Guerrero Paez was the only occupant that was wearing a seatbelt. He was not ejected. He is in stable condition at Sacred Heart Medical Center. The crash remains under investigation, but authorities believe drugs, alcohol, or speed was a factor in that crash. An East Wenatchee chiropractor has pled not guilty to multiple counts of possessing child pornography. Wayne Mark Latimer, arrested back on June 9th after allegedly collecting explicit images of children online. The 62-year-old chiropractor was arraigned yesterday morning in Chelan County Superior Court. He entered a plea of not guilty to 4 first-degree counts of child porn possession and 4 counts in the second degree. Latimer is free on a $250,000 bond. He faces trial in September. In the meantime, Judge Kristen Ferreira imposed release orders that limit his use of the internet and his ability to be among children. Well, it's been open to traffic for about a week now, but the West Kashmir Bridge got its official grand opening yesterday in a dedication ceremony with local leaders and contributors. The bridge was installed to replace the old Goodwin Road Bridge across the Wenatchee River from Highway 2, leading into Kashmir. It's Chelan County's largest ever transportation project. The final price tag was $27 million from various funding sources.
You know, today we are celebrating the grand opening of this wonderful public works project, and we are also celebrating our sense of partnership and community to make this happen. We have many people to thank today for bringing this to fruition.
In late 2012, through routine bridge inspections, we determined the existing bridge would need major rehabilitation, severe restrictions, or even closure within 10 years, which would be 2022. If we had not begun a major effort to replace this bridge today, we'd be standing here looking at something very different.
It would have been so much easier if the state of Washington said, here's $25 million, go build your bridge, but that's not the hand that Chelan County was dealt, yet this is the result that you see, and apparently on budget, pretty much on schedule too. So congratulations to everyone who's been a part of it. I'm really pleased that my office could play a role. I'm honored that Representative Steele, Representative Gaynor, and I can serve you in Olympia.
Well, this is kind of an interesting day when we look at this bridge and think about what was here before and what the function of that previous bridge was. It was pretty limited. We could just have cars and light trucks and none of the emergency vehicles. There was no freight going over it, well, legally, because we know that there was some freight that actually took the bridge out before it was torn down. But when you think about a community, a lot of times the infrastructure is taken for granted. And it's only when things start to go away, and in this case, the threat of losing an access point really did make everyone aware that, hey, this is a serious thing because it really does have an impact here for Kashmir.
And starting this morning, you're going to start noticing those low-flying helicopters who'll be flying over the high-voltage lines that are run by the Chelan PUD. It's their annual inspections. The PUD said the inspections will cover 330 miles of transmission lines from Stevens Pass to Wenatchee to Palisades to Manson. The PUD said the routine inspections will continue for the next couple of weeks as long as Mother Nature permits it to happen. And that's what's making news. On this Thursday morning, we will have a newscast, as we always do, on weekdays at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. Grant Olson in the anchor chair also handles the weather forecasting. Eric Granstrom in the sports desk with Cal and Jefferson and everybody else contributing to crank out a newscast for you. And if you have a news tip, let us know. You can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com. News@ncwlife.com. We all get it here at the Broadcast Metroplex. You can go to our Facebook page and use the Messenger app and drop us a note that way. Or if you go to our brand new homepage, ncwlife.com, you'll see the Contact Us icon. And it's pretty simple from there. When we come back, Mariners win, Apple Sox don't. We'll talk a little baseball. Plus, we'll have the Obscure Holiday, Today in History, some celebrity birthdays, and opinion from Mike Mad Dog Minotti. Pause for pets. And we'll get to know Manuel Navarro, the new CEO of Columbia Valley Community Health. It's all coming up in this Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
16 minutes after the hour, the Mariner Bats racked them up big time. They stayed alive last night in a 9-0 shutout of Oakland. Seattle banging out 13 hits, including home runs by Cal Raleigh and Jesse Winker to back up rookie pitcher George Kirby, who gets his second win of the year.
This is shot to center. Laureano giving ground on it quickly. It's over his head, and it goes over the fence. It's an RBI ground rule double for Julio Rodriguez. 3 batters in. He has put the Mariners in front 1-0. Cracked out to center. A lot of hang time. This is driven deep out to center field. Goodbye off the batter's eye. Cal Raleigh goes deep for the 9th time.
EQ Sig Tracer. Fastball right in the middle of the plate, and he barreled it up. A lot of carry to that fly ball. Exit velo of 103. 416 feet.
Gets jammed and pokes this into center field. Julio's being waved in. And Julio Rodriguez scores. Winker drives him in once again. That's been a nice theme of this road trip early on. You can get used to that.
Driving it right back up the middle. Julio actually went back towards second base, but still so much speed he was able to score.
Cracked deep. Laureano racing back, looking up, and this ball is gone. Jesse Winker back-to-back games playing tag with the center field wall.
Be a changeup, and he catches all of it. Exit velo of 106. What a finish. 422 feet.
And stepped Frazier. On the ground, what a low snare. Coming home, tag not in time. Suarez scores. The Mariners get their 6th run tonight. This is out to the gap. This is down for a base hit. Trammell is coming home. Frazier is on its heels. Adam Frazier waltzes home. J.P. Crawford, you can add on another 2 for the Mariners in the 5th. He plugs the gap and makes it an 8-0 Mariners lead. Underneath the glove of Allen. This will score more runs. Cal Raleigh comes home. It's a 9-0 Mariners lead. Padlo pushes into second. Toro to third. Kevin Padlo in his season debut with the Mariners. A run-scoring double. You can bat flip a little bit. That's how it ends. Padlo puts the squeeze on it. Mariners pick up their 4th shutout win.
A lot of Mariner offense, which was awesome to see. Bullpen obviously did their job. So 2 really nice days here in Oakland. Finish it up tomorrow.
Yeah, Robbie Ray on the mound. A chance for the sweep of the A's. 9-0 the final.
Kirby pitched 6 complete innings, didn't give up a run, struck out 6. He's now 2-2 on the year. Manager Scott Service says winning baseball begins with the guy on the mound.
George again outstanding tonight, just dominating the strike zone. I think it was 17-23 first pitch strikes. Like won almost all the 1-1 counts, like 10 out of 13. And talking to our guys, the value of that and the importance of that, George just nails it. And I think it's his 2nd consecutive outing where he really used all 4 of his pitches again tonight. So outstanding job by him offensively. 2nd night in a row, we got it rolling again. A number of guys. Stepping up, none bigger than what we've seen out of Jesse Winker the last couple nights. I think when you look at our team and on paper and how it was all supposed to come together, everybody kind of needs to do their thing. And it's great to see Wink getting it going here the last couple nights. We're going to need it to continue. He's under control at the plate. He's just trying to barrel balls up. He's not overswinging or anything like that. The ball's jumping off his bat. So JP, good night. Julio, always in the middle of it, getting us going with a big double. And then Cal Raleigh continues to put together a pretty nice year. I think that's his 9th home run. Doing a heck of a job behind the plate, and he's figuring some things out at the plate as well. So up and down the lineup, certainly top of our lineup was outstanding tonight. That's what it's going to take. Keep putting pressure on the other team, and we did a heck of a job with that tonight.
Mariners go for the sweep against the A's. It's a matinee, 12:37 first pitch. Good seats still available. Robbie Ray will pitch, and you can watch it on Root Sports Northwest or not. It's a free country. In other American League West play last night, Alex Bregman and Jordan Alvarez homered in a 4-run first inning, and then they cruised from there. The Astros over the Mets 5-3. Cole Calhoun 2 for 4 with 2 runs driven in. The Rangers knock off the Phillies 4-2. Shohei Ohtani followed up his career-high 8 RBI performance. 2 nights ago, he struck out a career-high 13 over 8 innings of pitching to lead the Angels past Kansas City 5-0. Ohtani gave up back-to-back base hits to start the ball game, and then that was it. He shut down the Royals from there. And with everybody but the A's winning in the American League West, the standings remain the same. Houston leads by 10 games over the Rangers. The Mariners are now back to 8 games under 500. Victoria blew open the game with Wenatchee last night. They scored 8 runs in the 8th inning to win 12-2. Joichiro Oyama had his 2nd consecutive 3-hit game for the Apple Sox, but it wasn't enough as the Harbor Cats evened the series at a game apiece. Lee Souza came on in relief in the 8th inning for Wenatchee, and he got roughed up pretty bad. He gave up 5 runs on just 1 hit, 4 walks, 3 wild pitches. The Apple Sox were facing a shutout with 2 outs in the 9th before Andrew Haight came up with a 2-run base hit. Wenatchee and Victoria wrap up the 3-game set with a rubber match tonight. 6:35 first pitch. You can hear the game locally on Sunny FM with our good friend Stormin' Joel Norman. All right, to the West Coast League scoreboard from Les Schwab. Corvallis bounced back from its only league loss of the season, and they doubled up Walla Walla 10-5. Logan Johnstone led the way for the Knights. A triple, a double, 2 runs, and a ribby. Edmonton plated 6 runs over the final 2 innings to beat Cowlitz 7-4. Ivan Breathauer led the way for the Riverhawks. He went 3 for 5 with 3 runs and 2 RBIs. Cole Haig 3 for 4, a couple of RBIs to lead Bellingham over Port Angeles 6-5. The lefty scored 5 runs over the final 3 innings and had the winning run at the plate in the 9th before grounding out to win the game. Yakima Valley capitalized on 3 errors to score 7 runs in the 7th inning. They beat Bend 10-6. Liam McCallum 2 for 4 with a couple of runs and a couple of RBIs to lead the Pippins. And Travis Welker's RBI base hit in the top of the 10th was the game winner for Ridgefield. The Raptors beat Portland 6-5. Welker went 4 for 5 in the game with a run and a couple of ribbies. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this 23rd day of June. Now that summer is here and the heat is coming, our obscure holiday couldn't have come at a better time. It's National Hydration Day. Drink up that water, folks, because you got to stay hydrated. If you get dehydrated, it can lead to all kinds of problems. The human body is like 90% water, and proper hydration helps regulate the body temperature. I think we've all been there at one time or another. It's like, oh boy, I think something's going on here. Happened to me once in Mexico. I was able to drink about a gallon of water and got a lot better at it. The human body is about 60% water, but the human brain, this thing, is 95% water. Bones are only 22% water. There are myths about hydration. The old myth, you have to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Everybody has individual hydration needs. It depends on how active you are or not active, whether you're in a cooler climate or a warmer climate. All of those things factor in. So it depends on your physical activity and what kind of clothes you wear, that kind of stuff, your general medical condition. The old myth, it's impossible to drink too much water. It is. You can drink too much water, and that leads to all kinds of issues. Seizures, kidney failure. So don't drink too much water. And we can't meet our water needs just from food. 80% of our daily water intake has to be something that you drink. It has to be a beverage. The other 20% is water that's extracted from fruits and vegetables and things that aren't a beverage. Stay hydrated today as we get into the heat. Bring it on. I miss summer. It's 25 minutes after the hour. Today in history. It was the 4th voyage of Henry Hudson and his crew. In the spring of 1611, the ice finally broke. In November of 1610, they got frozen in on James Bay, which is now, which is an offshoot of Hudson's Bay. So the crew moved ashore for the winter. And then when the ice finally broke in June of 1611, Henry Hudson said, all right, we're going to go ahead and keep sailing around Hudson Bay, do a little exploring, see if we can find the Northwest Passage. His members, though, said, we're done. We want to go home. We're sick and tired of this stuff. We just want to get out of here and go home. It was a long, miserable winter of living in the middle of nowhere. And Henry Hudson said, no, we're going to keep exploring. And they mutinied. They said, no, we're taking over the ship. And on this date, 411 years ago, June 23rd, 1611, Henry Hudson, his son, and 7 loyal crew members are put adrift in an open boat in Hudson's Bay, and the Discovery went back to England. Henry Hudson, his son, and these 7 crew members were never heard from again. They named a big bay after him, but he probably would have traded that if he listened to the crew and just went home. Happened on this date 411 years ago today. And we talked about this game back on April 19th. The longest professional baseball game ever played, maybe the longest baseball game of any kind ever played. It finally came to an end on this date, June 23rd, 1981, 41 years ago, when Dave Koza drove in Marty Barrett with a bases-loaded base hit in the bottom of the 33rd inning. Pawtucket defeats Rochester 3-2. The longest game in baseball history came to an end. They started it on April 19th. It was suspended after 32 innings. The continuation of the game took only 19 minutes, and then it was all said and done. The statistics are amazing. 14 pitchers. They went through 160 baseballs. They threw 882 pitches, 195 total putouts, 219 at-bats, 33 innings, 283 total chances. It took 8 hours and 25 minutes to play the game. There is no clock in baseball, and you have to give the other team a chance. That's the game. It's 28 minutes after the hour. Birthdays. Both of our celebrities passed away a number of years ago. They were both born on this date 82 years ago today. Wilma Rudolph, the legendary sprinter. She won 3 gold medals at the 1960 Rome Olympics. It's amazing she even lived. She was the 20th of 22 kids. Her father was married twice. His first wife had like 9 kids. She died. He married again, had 11 more kids. During her childhood, Wilma Rudolph suffered from pneumonia, scarlet fever, and polio. She almost died about 5 times before she was even 10 years old. And then she became one of America's greatest athletes, the great Wilma Rudolph. She died a number of years ago at the age of 54. And Stu Sutcliffe of the Beatles. He was a childhood friend of John's. They went to art school together. He wanted to join a rock and roll band to enhance his bohemian image. He didn't know how to play any instruments. John Lennon said, why don't you join the band? He said, I can't play anything. The Beatles at that time had 3 guitarists. John and George and Paul all played guitar. But 3 guitarists and no bass guitarist does not a rock and roll band make. But then Stu Sutcliffe sold one of his paintings for a lot of money, and John Lennon convinced him to use the money that he just got to buy a bass guitar. And even though he didn't know how to play it, John said, don't worry, we will teach you, Stu, how to play the bass guitar. In the early Beatle gigs with the Quarrymen, Stu Sutcliffe played with his back to the audience so they couldn't tell that he didn't know how to play the bass guitar. Stu Sutcliffe left the group when they were in Hamburg. He died of a brain hemorrhage at the age of 21 in 1961. Just missed fandom by that much. 29 minutes after the hour. Still to come, an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Mignotti. Also, my conversation with Manuel Navarro, the brand new Chief Executive Officer of Columbia Valley Community Health. He was the interim officer over the winter, and now he's got the gig full time. We'll talk to Manuel. But first things first, Chester the dog needs a home. Let's pause for pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm the volunteer coordinator here at the Wenatchee Humane Society. And today I have with me our adult dog, Chester. We think he's around 8 years old. Chester is exactly like this. He's just chill. He's so sweet. He's a little slow to approach and unsure of new situations, but it doesn't take much for him to warm up. Once he knows you're a safe person and kind, he is your best friend. We absolutely adore Chester. He does go up to playgroup, and he plays with our gentle and dainties. He's having moments of like spunkiness that are absolutely adorable, so we get to see him have a little bit of a playful side. He recently was given a bed in his kennel, a great big bed, and he thinks it's possibly the best thing that's ever happened to him. Chester's older, he's mellow, he's just looking for someone kind and a really soft place to land that he can enjoy his older years. Overall, Chester's just awesome. He's easy to walk on leash, he's loyal, he's sweet. We don't really know a lot about the guy other than we absolutely adore him here.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
The Chelan Ridge team exists not only to craft exquisite wines and great food, but to make your visit memorable. And what a team! Owners Bill and Candace Swain, Chef Greg Kurtz, Vineyard Manager Enrique Hernandez, and winemaker Jeff Crowder all work together to make that goal a reality. And as a team, job one is to make you feel welcome at home and want to return again and again. Oh, and kids and dogs are always welcome at Chelan Ridge.
It's the 43rd annual Manson 4th of July Lake Chelan Fireworks Show over Manson Bay with fun all day long. Visit Manson wineries, breweries, cideries, and restaurants. Catch the aerial show by Skydive Chelan over Wapato Point beginning at 1. Dance by the lake with the Lake Boys from 7 till the fireworks blast off at 10:15. Bring the family to one of the largest displays in the state of Washington. Sponsored by Wapato Point Resort. Presented by Mountain View Lodge, celebrating 30 years in Manson. And brought to you by the Manson Chamber of Commerce.
Bob's Burgers and Brews in East Wenatchee. Come enjoy great food, great service, and a great time. Only the best for our guests. We look forward to serving you. Stop on by today.
The NCW Life Channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCW Life Channel today.
Cashmere once again celebrates their Founders Day with 2 days full of fun events. The Chalk Art Contest kicks off Friday night, and the Crunch Pack Parade will conclude the event Saturday starting at 5 p.m. The famous ping pong ball drop is back, along with the car show, food vendors, and live music. Bring the whole family for wholesome fun in the great town of Cashmere this Friday and Saturday.
Get coverage you can trust from Bruce Cheadle, your State Farm agent.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Contractors, furniture makers, and weekend do-it-yourselfers around north central Washington will tell you that Lombard's Hardwood Supply is the place to get what you need. Lombard's full millwork shop can handle jobs large or small. Lombard's has a full line of interior and exterior doors available, as well as custom barn doors. From alderwood to zebrawood and everything in between, it's Lombard's Hardwood Supply on School Street in Sunny Slope. Like us on Facebook and check out our monthly special.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can move this
Great, I want that one. I would like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Welcome to Chelan Ridge Winery. I'm so glad you guys came today. At Chelan Ridge, we believe that a memorable experience is part of the journey, and that excellence in service and product make that journey a reality. As a family, we are dedicated to welcoming our customers, crafting award-winning wines and excellent food, and creating an experience you will want to return to again. Family is more than just a popular word here. It is a concept of warmth and acceptance that we wish to extend to all who visit our home.
Getting ready for the boating season is easy with the help of Bob File Boats and Motors. Now's the time of year to upgrade your boat from a new motor, a bow mount, installing a state-of-the-art GPS fish finder, or just fixing your trailer lights. Make your appointment today. With marine technology changing fast, the service department stays up to date with the newest developments and factory certifications. Spend more time on the water and less time at the shore. Get ready for summer fun now at Bob File Boats and Motors.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, one of my biggest regrets in life is this. I was at a baseball game once at the Kiwanis Oval in Caldwell, New Jersey, and the opposing team's first baseman was giving the first base umpire really a hard time. He's making fun of him, ridiculing his calls, etc., and I don't know why this ump didn't toss the guy out of the game. He should have, but there were 2 outs, and there was a hit to the shortstop who threw the ball to this jerk of a first baseman. And though the throw beat the runner, the first baseman jerk's heel came off the bag before he caught the ball. Now, I was right at the first base line and I saw this. Now, the umpire called the runner safe, which he was, but the first baseman said something like, forget that! Something like that. And he and his team ran off the field as they thought there were 3 outs. Now, the umpire didn't say anything, and my regret is, neither did I. Now, I was just a kid, but come on. There's just some regrets you never forget. This is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Brian's Pizza and Bowling is changing their name to That Pizza Place. Now, there's still your same favorite locally owned family pizza and bowling center, That Pizza Place. Come hang out in downtown Kashmir.
The NCW Life Channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCW Life Channel today.
Sunny days are here, and Collins Fashions is ready for all your events and celebrations this summer. Wedding wear, sundresses, linen wear, tees, tunics, shorts, crops, skirts, and capris. Your favorite brands like Joseph Ribkoff, Frank Lyman, Tribal, Tommy Bahama, Charlie B. Brighton handbags and jewelry, Joe Susan Latico totes and accessories. Gift candles from Capri Blue, Veluspa, and Spoke Candy. Comfy cute sandals from Soft, Bueno, Fly London, Jambu. Service extraordinaire at Collins Fashions in downtown Wenatchee.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCW Life. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
The Wenatchee Apple Sox are officially in full swing this summer. Join in on the action June 28th through the 30th at 6:35 p.m. each night as the Apple Sox take on the Kelowna Falcons. We will spotlight a new group each night, beginning with first responders on Tuesday the 28th, educators on Wednesday the 29th, and finally we offer free admission to those who show military ID on Thursday the 30th for Armed Forces Night. Give your friends and family a night out with us at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium.
Find ageless beauty at Chelan Valley Skincare. Cindy offers the most up-to-date treatments for personalized skincare. If sagging skin or acne scars are some skin challenges for you, Chelan Valley Skincare offers non-invasive, non-surgical skincare. With up-to-date technology for shorter treatment plans, you'll benefit from Cindy's expertise to help you accomplish your skincare goals. Please stop by their website for details on all their services. Call Cindy today for your free consultation.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders, or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
It's the Community Calendar, brought to you by Clean Connection. Blossom Creek in Blossom Valley presents the second annual Bike Around the Building fundraiser on Saturday, June 25th from noon to 3 p.m. Everyone is invited to bike, walk, run, scoot, or skate around the campus of Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek. Plus, there will be music and games for the kids and great prizes to be raffled off. It's all part of The Longest Day, the annual Alzheimer's Association fundraiser to raise awareness for the fight against Alzheimer's. For more information and to RSVP, call Rhonda at 509-608-3667.
With all the variety on SureStream TV from LocalTel, there's always something to watch. But what if you hit the couch in the middle of all the shows? That's a perfect time to use the features Catch Up or Restart. Catch up on shows from up to 3 days ago, or restart your show from the beginning. Go to your guide and select the show to restart. Then play, pause, rewind on your schedule. Don't forget, SureStream TV from LocalTel lets you decide when shows begin.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Again, we're here at the boardroom of Columbia Valley Community Health on their Orondo campus. There are more campuses and a pretty sizable project going on the east side. We'll talk about that with Manuel in just a little bit. Manuel Navarro, you and I chatted, early spring, I want to say, after you took the job, interim job after the retirement of David Olson. They picked you to step in and keep the factory bells blowing, and you got the big gig. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about as soon as they said, of course, obviously David is retired. We have to keep open. We need somebody to run it day to day until we find a new permanent. Well, you said I'm going to be in the running from the very get-go.
Yeah, I mean, certainly I've always enjoyed my time here at CVCH, love the organization, love the community. I've been here a little over 11 years. And as the chief operating officer have been integrated into everything we do. So work closely with David. He actually was a good mentor and helped develop me as a professional. And then when he stepped away and I was given the opportunity to do the interim, I made it clear that, yes, I'd like to do that, but also that certainly would like to become the CEO if that was in the running.
And so you filled out the form, I suppose, and then you just went about doing your day-to-day job and kept your fingers crossed, and because you're in a unique position, you're still answerable to the board. At the same time, the board is going to pick David's replacement, and they might not pick you.
Right. No, I mean, as the COO, I had been working with the board for the last 4 or 5 years, and so had good relationships with some of the ones that had been here a while, and then certainly Laura and Sasha as they joined the board recently. We were working remotely, really, as we were doing COVID, didn't have the board meetings on site, but so I was comfortable. I think they knew kind of what I was able to do. I really appreciated their effort. I'm glad you had an opportunity to talk to the board members. I mean, they're just really the heart and soul of what we do here at CVCH. A lot of people ask me, who owns CVCH? And I say, well, the community does, but maybe more specific, the patients do. As a 503c Corp, we are board driven, and 51% of our board members, who are all community members, have to be patients at CVCH. So, and I tell them they're great. I'm super excited about the energy they bring in their role, which is a volunteer role, as you mentioned. And so I knew that not only was the organization great, having worked with them as board members, they were solid, and it'd be a privilege to step into the role as CEO.
There are high-profile jobs in the Wenatchee Valley in north central Washington that are high-profile, well-paying jobs, and this is one of them. This is one of the bigger ones. You're now the for lack of a better term, you're the public face of this organization. Is that something you're willing to tackle? Because that's a skill you're going to have. You're the guy now.
It comes with the job. I don't really look at it as, me as the organization. It really is representing the organization. And I'm proud of everything we do. I'm proud of everybody that's here, our providers, our support staff, our board. So it's not an issue stepping in front of everyone, stepping in front of the community and saying, we are CVCH. They make it easy for me to do that.
And Dr. Olson, pretty good guy. I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah.
Here, he had some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, during his time here, we grew immensely. I think he brought a lot of experience previous from his work in the Valley and then outside of the state. But like I said, I came up as a CEO under David. I learned a lot from him, and I don't think he would have left if he didn't feel like the organization was ready for a new leader. And so he didn't leave it in bad shape for sure.
You mentioned growth. You can't miss it. If you drive by in East Wenatchee, you drive up 9th Street and you get up to Eastmont and you go, wow, what is that? What's happening? Well, we know what's happening. You're growing.
Yeah. As I mentioned last time, one of the biggest challenges we as an organization, I'm sure across the United States, facing in terms of healthcare is access to services. And we know that the Valley is growing. We constantly are struggling to meet the demand of our patients and communities for access. And so the board, we sat down, looked strategically what we needed to do. We presented a plan to the board. They approved, and we got the funding and have started out building our new East Wenatchee clinic on the East Wenatchee campus that we had previously owned out on 9th and Eastmont. And so our plan for that is to build a 25,000 plus square foot medical, dental, behavioral health clinic. We'll have 10 medical providers, 2 psychologists, 2 dentists, a hygienist, a pharmacy, and then other support services. And we hope to finish that sometime spring or summer, fall of next year. And then we have a second additional building on that campus that will be starting out here in a year to accommodate our growth in our behavioral health realm. So we'll be bringing on, not only moving our existing therapists to that building, but also have room for additional therapists and growth in that. That is one of the fastest growing needs.
Why is that? Why the exponential growth in the behavioral health care thing? How can you get your hat on that? What's going on?
Well, it's the crazy world we live in, Dan. I mean, it's crazy. No, I think ultimately it's the realization that healthcare isn't just about physical health. It's not just about coming to see a doctor and getting a pill. As human beings, super complex, and a lot of that is around just kind of our own emotional health as well. So, we consider ourselves a fully integrated primary care medical home, and behavioral health plays an integral role in that. And as we learn more and more about how we can help people, we're realizing that a big chunk of that is behavioral health.
How can you get the message across to people who say, gee, I really need to see a doctor, I got this thing on my tooth, or I don't know, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I'm barely making ends meet as it is.
Yeah.
And I can't afford a ginormous medical bill for what might be wrong with me.
Right.
How do you get the message across that that shouldn't be a concern?
Well, I think, one of the one of the staples of a community health center is we cannot turn anybody away for inability to pay. We're not a free clinic, as I mentioned before, but we make it affordable. Now, if somebody comes to us and they don't have anything in their pockets to do a copay, or if they have a balance due, we don't turn them away. We still see them. We work with them to figure out what they can pay, offering a sliding fee that's in proportion to what their income is at the time, or making payment plans. But regardless, we never turn anybody away if they're seeking health care here at CVCH.
You strike me as the kind of person who doesn't like to sit in his office very much. You don't strike me as I'm going to go in my office and I'm going to turn on my computer monitors and I'm going to go to work. You're out there, right? You're on the campuses, you're doing it.
I'm the CEO now. I don't know. I may just stick it. No. Obviously not. No, I think part of the joy that I get from working in Community Health Center is the connection with the staff, because they're people like me. We're here for a mission and want to help. And so I get energy working with those types of individuals. And then, of course, we're here for the patients. So there's nothing more that I get. Anytime I walk the hallway, there's always an opportunity to say hi, to smile to somebody. I'm bilingual, so I love the fact that I can, speak to people in Spanish. It's always surprising when they see somebody in a suit talking to them in Spanish. But and then just offering a hand, directions, a wheelchair. I'd like to do more, but the law won't let me, so that's pretty much as far as I go when helping people medically.
Talk about just a couple more questions for Manuel Navarro, the new CEO of Columbia Valley Community Health. A couple more questions. I'll cut you loose. I know you're busy. The process is done. The board is going to meet. They're going to make the final decision. Did you sit down with your wife at one point and say, I think I'm going to get it? At any point during the process of selecting the new, was there a point where I think I got it? I don't know. I will give kudos to the board and Laura and Sasha and all of the other individuals. I was working with them throughout this whole process and time, and we were at events, and I wanted to be respectful of the process, and I wanted to be respectful of the weight of the decision they had, and I certainly didn't want it to seem like I was owed anything. So I tried not to ask, but they were good at not letting me know anything. So we were working together, and I may have dropped so how's it going question or so, but they were pretty professional about it, and I appreciated that. I think it goes, it certainly legitimizes the decision in my mind, and I think the organization and the community should feel confident that they went through a pretty extensive process. We're very professional about it. And I believe they chose the right person, so I'm excited. Any organization of any kind of pertinence has a vision, a statement, if you will. Most of it's cosmetic. Hey, it looks good on the stage. Yeah. Just throw it up there. It's not the case here. Here at Columbia Valley Community Health. let you, Manuel, take it home from there. You're the new CEO. Whatever message you have for the community out there as you move this organization forward, I'll let you take it home. It's all yours.
Yeah, well, our mission is partnering to achieve optimal health and wellness with dignity and respect for all. And organizations regularly review their mission statements to see if it's the right one. We have the right one. We're confident our ultimate goal is to not only partner with patients, with each other and the community, but with the community as well, because the only way we're going to make the valley and its population healthier is to involve everybody in that. So we're here to partner. We're looking forward to it, and ultimately, dignity and respect. What more can you say?
What's a good day for Manuel? We'll leave you with that. What's a good day for you? When you leave the office and turn off the lights and go home, what's a good day?
Knowing that I partner with my coworkers to achieve our mission each and every day.
Congratulations on the job, and if you need any help, I'm a phone call away.
Thanks, Dan.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm a phone call away.
If you need help, we're a phone call away.
You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Attention RVers and campers! There's a huge RV liquidation event going on now at Click It RV of Moses Lake. Click It RV of Moses Lake must make room for new inventory arriving daily. There's a huge selection of top quality RVs that must be liquidated to make room for new arrivals.
You're going to want to be at this event.
Get to Click It RV Moses Lake's huge liquidation event.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro? You probably already are.
Get the best deals anywhere at Click It RV of Moses Lake.
We guarantee it.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
And we are back here on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on this Thursday, 23rd day of June. We're going to take one more look at the weather forecast. But first thing we want to do to wrap up the show is do our Winning Wednesday drawing, because I didn't do it yesterday, but I got all the entries right here. And this is really a popular prize. We give these away on a fairly regular basis. 2 tickets to the VIP spot at the Gateway Cinema, which is the only way to watch a movie, quite frankly. When I go to the movies, I always make sure it's playing at the VIP spot because you can have the adult beverages, the big comfortable chairs. It's awesome. We love it. Thank you, by the way, to Sun Basin Theaters and the Gateway for giving us these VIP spot tickets to give away. And we're going to do it. So this is all the people who entered. We had a lot of entries yesterday. I'm going to mix it up here in our hat, and I'm going to pull out the winner. And I will be emailing you winner when I'm done with this. A couple of them stuck together. Dig them out. Okay. And the winner of yesterday's Winning Wednesday drawing is Regnad Concern. Nope, wait a minute. It's upside down. John and Mary Beth. Way to go, John and Mary Beth. I will be emailing you, and the movies are on us. Way to go. Enjoy the movies, and we'll do something on Winning Wednesday next Wednesday, and we'll try and do the drawing on Wednesday as well. We're going to heat up, and we're going to heat up rather quickly. We had such a cool, wet spring that our bodies aren't really used to it, so quick little friendly reminder from the National Weather Service. They posted this up. It's going to get real hot real quick, and again, we're not used to it. So make sure your air conditioning works if you're going to be inside. Of course, you're going to be outside in the heat. Take your breaks, drink lots of liquids, and don't forget that if you want to hop into a body of water, a natural body of water here in north central Washington, it's cold. Lake Chelan, I checked this morning, was at 60 degrees. The Columbia River right through the middle of town, 56 degrees, running a high too, I might add. So use a little common sense when you're out and about, because it's going to get real warm real quick. Don't believe me? Here's your forecast from the National Weather Service. We're going to have some clouds this morning, giving way to sunshine this afternoon. It's going to be breezy, pretty consistent wind out of the northwest, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. We'll top off at about 77. We hit 83 yesterday. Our normal high is 80, so just a little bit below normal. 53 for the overnight low tonight, as the winds will eventually die down. Little residual wind on Friday morning. It won't last long, but starting Friday, we're going to start seeing a high-pressure ridge that's going to build up. It's going to be a dome, and that's the kind of thing that keeps all the bad weather away. So we go from 79 to 86 on Saturday, warmest day of the year, and then into the 90s we go on Sunday with a high of 93. Monday, a high of 97 degrees. By the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll cool down a little bit. Of course, Thursday is the last day of June. It is almost July, and sure enough, summer is going to be here right on schedule. And that's it for us. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.